fleet video. The reason I'm doing a fleet video is so I can see how it's changed over the last couple of years. I think it's been a couple of years since I've done a fleet video. Not to show off or boast about my collection whatsoever. It's just a simple fleet video. Also, if you see something that you might like me to review, I'll happily review it. Just drop me a comment at the bottom. So this is my fleet video. Please enjoy. Until next time, it's goodbye from me. Here are some of my industrial locos. We will start off with this 040s. Most of these are 040s. This one is Hornby, and this one is from my first training set that Hornby did back in about 95. And yeah, this one's slightly battered, missing a few buffers here and there, but I had it when I was a young kid. I knew no better. Moving along, we have another one, which I think these are based on an LNER loco. I'm unsure. And this one here is Eddie Stobart, and this one here is called Monica Pittman. These were a limited edition set by Hornby. You could buy them individually. Limited edition, had many names, and I've got this one, which is number 2. Another, well, it's in LMS this time, another same loco. Another one from my first training set again, but a bit newer. This one's from about 2000. I bought this. Nothing wrong with these small locos whatsoever. So that's the LMS version. Next up we have this X Thomas locomotive, because originally this was Thomas as an 040, I believe. And this one is in, I think, late or early. I think it's late. Crest BR lined, very nice lining. And this is a 2012 Collectors Club, or was it 2009? Collectors Club locomotive, anyway, that Hornby did. And this one was given to me by a friend of mine and a fellow YouTuber called Mark Fitcher. So yeah. Moving along, we have a rarity here. This is the Coleman's version of the Holden Great Western Holden 101. And this one came out in 84, 85. So this is Coleman's version. And then moving along, we have another Holden, and this is the Santa Express one that you get with the Santa train set these days. So next up is this Triangle loco, and this one's Polly, and this is number 9. This one was released anywhere between 1963 and 70. This one had new stickers and a new motor put in. This one's Polly. Moving along, we have a Modena loco. This one was a W4. This is Peckett class loco, and this one is Dodo, just there. And I can't remember the number for this, but this is a Peckett locomotive. And moving along, we have another Peckett locomotive. This has recently been released, of 2019, and this is the National Coalboard Blue livery B2 Peckett. Highly recommend these Pecketts. They're both lovely runners. So that's all of my industrial locomotives. Great Western time now. First loco is Electron or Electric. I think it is a part of Hornby Group anyway. And this is, I believe it's a Spanish loco, and this is Taffrail, and it's Great Western style. Don't know why Hornby did it, but it's still a nice loco. You can get one in green as well, but this is the Electron one in Taffrail, just there in black with a little crest there. It's a nice model, cheap as well. Then moving along, we have this big beast here. This is a Hornby 72XX class, and this number is 7224. I bought this from Hatton's. It's my it was my first Hatton's loco. I've only got 2 Hatton logos in my class that I bought from there. So yeah, this originally started life out as a 42XX. First it was rebuilt about 1935 into the 72XX. And I believe this is like in the 50s style in black. It's a nice loco. And then 2 are the same here, but they're slightly different. And this is the Hogwarts class. or the Hogwarts locomotive, sorry. This number is 5972 Orton Hall. I know they're both wrong. I understand that because they're not in the right disguise. But Hornby have released a correct one. The livery on both is slightly different. One's more slightly enhanced than the other. This one here looks slightly enhanced than that one. And this one here has got, if you can just see it, a shed code there. And then this one here has a light, which does work. So yeah, my two Hogwarts Expresses, and they belong technically to my flatmate. She's mad on Harry Potter. So if I ever sell these, and I can't, that's the deal. So they're my Hogwarts. So next up is this Hornby Star Class. This is our singing or dancing one. Highly detailed, full cab interior, the whole works. This is number 4021, British Monarch. Originally it was King Edward when it was first made in real life, and then it was the British Monarch in, I think, 1923, I believe. This is like in its BR days. Hornby do a really good Star Class, it must be said. Better than their old castles. Moving across, we're onto a Hornby Railroad here, and this is Adley Hall, and it's 4901. And this is the railroad one. Like I said, there's one person to blame for this in the collection, and that is Jerry Allen. If you're watching, Jerry, thanks. Top tip there. Great loco, great price too. With the lovely tender there. I don't think I have many like that, but for Hornby Railroad, it shouldn't be in there. It's too good. Then we get onto an Airfix loco. This one here, the tender-driven one, is in there. But this is Banbury Castle, 7011. Look at this Airfix. They had the wiring before now. This is, I think, 80s, 70s. I think Hornby had the tooling afterwards, I believe. That's Banbury Castle. And then we move on to another railroad range. And this one is 1006, County of Cornwall. Its county class is at 4601. Top runner for railroad. It's surprising me how good it is. So that's the county class there. So next up we have this Bachmann pannier tank. It's a 57XX class, I believe, and this is in the Railway Children. This came from the set that Bachmann did with looks like Midlands coaches, and you got the station, which is there, station building in the set too. This loco number in BR days was, or Great Western days, was 5775. My only issue, my fact for this is basically the film is set in 1900s, early 1900s. This loco model, or the actual loco, wasn't built until 1930, I believe. So yeah, that's my fact. So yeah, moving along, we have a London Brighton South Coast A1 or A1X. I can't remember which one this one is. And this is with the shirt button, and this is a Great Western one, obviously, that Hornby did. It's the old tooling one. I haven't got any Great Western Terriers in the new tooling by Rails or Hornby. This is Portishead, I believe, and this is number 5. Quite a nice loco. Runs pretty well. So yeah, that's my only Great Western Terrier. Moving along, we have another 57XX, and this one is in the London Transport livery, and this is L97. Must be said that Bachmann do a great pannier tank, way better than Hornby's in my opinion. Its BR number is 7749. So yeah, very nice, very high detailed. This is in the London Transport livery, highly detailed. Moving along, we have a cheaper style loco, and this is the Holden 101, which I believe the moulding for this stems back to the 70s. And Hornby have done other liveries of this loco, which you'll see later on. Very nice runner, very cheap, very playful. So this is the Holden 101. And now we move on to something, well, it's in black. And this is the Grange class, and this is Derwent. I believe you pronounce it like that, Derwent. And this is number 6862 in the BR. I haven't got many black Great Western locos apart from a 72XX. And this is pretty nice Hornby. I've done it spot on in many ways. So yeah, that's the Grange class. Next up we have this Castle class. This is the old tooling Hornby from about 2000. It's not very good, but it's a nice looking loco. This one is 5069 Isambard Kingdom Brunel. This one is just there. It's a pretty nice loco, just a poor runner. One of Hornby's least favourite ones in my opinion. And then moving along here with a Bachmann one, and this is 9022 in its 1948 number. Obviously it's in BR, but it was renumbered in 1948. Its first number was 3222. This is a Duke dog, I believe, or an Earl, I can't remember. This is Bachmann, and yeah, it's a stunner. It's pretty nice, factory weathered as well. Moving along here, we have this. This is a Castle class. It was only one streamlined, and this was the one. And this is Madborough Castle, I believe that's how you pronounce it, and it's 5005. This is a Hornby / custom. Yeah, it was a Harry Potter loco. I sent it away. And it's come back looking like this. This is in its 1935 condition. It only lasted 6 months in this condition. A few of the stuff did survive on the loco until it was cut up. So yeah, this is a poor runner as well because it's the same chassis as the Brunel. This one may be sold. And next up we have this Great Central 8K, or the Great Western 3000 class. This is in its 1925 condition with the Great Western without the symbol, and obviously this one here had the shit button. So yeah, 1925 X Rod class, or X Great Central Railway locomotives. Again, Bachmann, again, faultless. So yeah, that is the 8K or the 3000 class. So we move on to the last 4 Great Western locos. The next 2 are by Bachmann, and they are the City class. We have City of Birmingham in its khaki livery, World War I, I believe. And this is its second number, which is 3711. And then we move across into this lovely, gorgeous Great Western livery. With the crest. I've never seen that crest before on a loco. That is lovely. And this one is City of London with its first number, which is 339, I believe. Stunning model here by Bachmann. Full cab detail on both of them. Yeah, I'm going to look full cab detail on both. Stunning, everyone lovely. But I forgot to mention, this is from the World War I ambulance train set that Bachmann did. Moving along, we have 2 Hornby locomotives. We have one with a shirt button crest. This is King Henry VII, I believe, and this is in its streamlined condition, 1935, I believe its condition it is. This is an old, I think it was King Charles I had, and I sent it off to the same guy I did the castle to get streamlined because I didn't see many of them in model form, and they did it for me. So this is in a streamlined condition. And then finally we have another Hornby one. This is 6029 King Stephen. Both of these are from 2000 and they run superb. The reason for this loco, I got it after my dad passed away, who is Stephen. It made a great tribute. So that's my reason for this loco. And that's the end of the Great Western Fleet. Now on to my LMS fleet. And this is a Bachmann 4F number 43875. My reasoning for getting this one, it was basically the same price as a lesser tooled Hornby locomotive. It cost me £60, and I thought I'd go for the more detailed one for the same price. Yeah, so this is my 4F. Moving along, we have a Hornby 8F here, and this number is 48062. This is factory weathered. Got this from my local model shop in Burton-on-Trent. Could do with a newer one, but the silver one's perfectly fine. So that's my 8F. Then moving along, we have 3 of the same classes, and that is a Caledonian Railway 264 class, and we have the rare one first, 112, the National Coal Board, Colliery of Dumbarton, South Wales anyway. This was only available for 2 years, and Hornby haven't done it since. It was available in 84 and 85. I've been told this is a pretty rare locomotive. So yeah. Then moving on, we have 2 Chinese-made versions. We have it in the Caledonian Blue, which is 272, which I believe is a wrong number. It doesn't exist for this loco, but that's just me being me. And then we have obviously one everyone has is Smoky Joe in the BR. So yeah, I have the same class of locomotive during 3 different periods of its life. So next up we have this Hornby Railroad Black 5 or Class 5. This is 5112. It's not a bad runner. I think it's slightly old tooling they used. But yeah, it's not a bad runner. Not bad for £50. Moving along, we have I think it's a Victorian loco here. This is the Bachmann one, and this is a Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Class 5. I think they were Class 2 when the LMS took over, I think. This is the maroon livery with the crest there, Midland crest, just there. The number on this one is 10713. Yeah, it's a rather nice locomotive there by Bachmann. Moving along, we have another Bachmann locomotive. This is an Ivert Class 2 MT. I think this is LMS, not BR, made. This is 46440. And again, Bachmann, still a great runner, very good at slow speed, this one. So yeah, that's the Ivert Class 2 MT. Then moving on, we have a Jubilee, which is number 5563, which is Bachmann again. I got this one from Tutbury, Ginny, not too far from me, and this one here is Australia. As you can see, Australia. Quite a nice one. I think it's got a Fowler tender there, so it's all nice. That is the Jubilee. So next up we have this Bachmann G2A or London North Western Railway locomotive. This number is 49064, and this is an odd looking loco, but it's very nice. It's a freight loco. Moving along, we have another Bachmann loco, and this one is Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway 7F, weathered, custom weathered, in the BR livery, and this number is 53806. Moving along, we have one of the smallest locos I have in my collection, and this is a Lancashire and Yorkshire Class 21, or PUG. I think the tooling date backs to Airfix, I believe, or Depot. This number is 11250. Hornby have recently released some more, but not retooled them, I don't believe. Next we have this Bachmann loco. This is a huge crab, or Horwich Mogul, I believe they're called. This is without the coal rail, which should be on the tender. This number is 13098. That's a crab, LMS crab, maroon livery. So next up we have this Hornby Railroad LMS Patriot class, and I believe this is called Lustrious. Just there. And its number is 5532. This is not bad for a railroad range, if I'm honest with you. Hornby do make a good, or they used to make good cheap railroad locos. So yeah, that's a Patriot class, Lustrious. Moving along to another railroad loco by Hornby, and this is the more toy-like, it would be a fair word I believe, a more toy-like example of one. And this is the Midland Compound 1000, which is preserved. This is a really cheap basic one compared to the Bachmann high detailed model. This is more of a toy. Old tooling from the 80s and 90s. You can tell by the coal load there. Traction tyres, good runner, sort of. Can't pull. It's going to have a rice pudding, but must be just mine. Moving along to a couple of Bachmann locos. Next up we have this lovely little tank here. Fairburn tank. Looks very much like a standard, I think it was a basic for a standard 4 tank later in life. This is number 42085, and this is a Fairburn tank in BR livery. Can't grumble at that. And finally we have this ugly duckling, which is an Ivert class 4 MT, and I think it's a mogul because it's got 1 wheel and 6 and then nothing below the cap. This is double chimney one, and this number is 43038. This is the Ivert class 4. Lots of pipe work on this. Next up we have this Hornby Railways. It's 1996 it came out. This is City of St Albans or Albans, I don't know how you pronounce it. Albans, I think. I think it's in Hertfordshire. This is a limited edition locomotive. It came with a plate by Royal Dalton as well in a set. I think I paid £40 for this brand new, which, believe it or not, is a steal. I think the plate alone is worth that, and probably the loco as well. So yeah, this is a limited edition set, and this is St Albans, in wartime black. It's quite nice. Next up we have another limited edition locomotive, and this one is number 46201, Princess Elizabeth, and it's trying black. I think this came around 2006 or something like that. It is to celebrate, I think it's 50 years of the Hornby magazine catalogue thing, and basically they did Princess Elizabeth in trying black. This is trying black, as I call it. So this is Princess Elizabeth. It's old tooling again from about 2000. That tooling over there is from about the 80s, 90s, and then this is 2000s. Then moving along, we have another black loco. This is streamlined as well. This is the Coronation class, and this is number 6241 in wartime black. And this is City of Edinburgh. Just there, City of Edinburgh. Again, from 2000s. You can't really grumble at that. So that is City of Edinburgh. Here are my last 3 locomotives of LMS. Here we have number 46224, which is Princess Alexander. I believe this one has the sloping smoke box there. Just there sloping. And it does. This one I got from Burton Model Shop. This one is waiting on a new nameplate. It's missing one on the other side. It's fell off and I've got no idea where it is. So I call them for Fox transfers, so that's fine. Moving along, we have another one. This is King George VI, and this is from a train pack. I can't think what train pack it was, but it's from a train pack. I got this from Burton again. It's cost me £60, brand new pack. Runs pretty well. Very big fan of these locomotives. And this is number 46244. So yeah. And finally, we have this beauty. All of these three locos are from 2000s. This one is Coronation itself, just there, which is number 6220. I didn't see anything wrong with this one. Hornby retooled it, but that's their prerogative. I might get one at some point just to see the difference. So yeah, this is the end of my LMS fleet. So yeah, now it's time for my BR locos. Next up is this Bachmann Standard Class 5. Number is 73050, which is weathered, as you can tell, and it is preserved, but it's preserved as the city of Peterborough, and there's no name plates on this at all, which is how I like it. I don't really like preserved locos, but this one took a shine to with the weathering. Like I said, this is Bachmann. It's pretty nice, and it's Standard Class 5. Moving on to Standard Class 8, I believe it is. The Duke of Gloucester, I think it's a Standard Class 8, if mine serves me correct. This is a Hornby Railroad one, just a basic one. It's very nice. Hornby do quite a good railroad locomotive. And then we have the Franco Crosty 9F. This is Hornby again. It's railroad as well. And this number is 92027. Yeah, this is the one with the no shield there, basically. It's pretty nice. Yeah, this is a railroad one. A custom weathered. I got it custom weathered. Not too keen on some factory ones. So yeah, that's the first three. So yeah, the next loco is this Hornby Railroad 9F, and this is Evening Star, just over there. There we go, Evening Star, and this is number 92220. This is another weathered one that I did or had done. It's not the best weathering, but it's a weathered one. I quite like it. Moving along, we have two Bachmann WDs 280s, and this one is in the Longmoor Military Railway. You see it there. And this is number 79250, which is Major General McMullen, I believe, and this is such a lovely loco. It's just so nice. It's just so nice. Nice livery. And then finally we have a WD. It's 90015. Bachmann again. This is one slightly older, but same tooling as the other one. This is factory weathered as well, or DC. Bit noisy runner, but you can't grumble. Bachmann do make a nice freight loco, like I said before. Here is my Southern collection as a start anyway. This is a Radius tank, of Adam Radius tank. This is Oxford Rail. This is one of the first released ones. It's a poor runner, it has a few issues, but I like it and it was good for the money. I think it was £88, which is pretty good for the detail. This number is 30583. Well worth the money. Moving along, we have this London Brighton South Coast Railway H1 La France. Yep, this is in its condition for, I think it was the French King coming over, I believe, or something like that. Very nice. Bachmann do a great job. Another Bachmann London Brighton South Coast Railway here. The E4, sorry, the E4. This is a lovely runner. There's nothing wrong in this. I like my tank engines and I love my pre-grouping livery locomotives. Moving along here, we have this is an old tooling, a Hornby one. It's a V class or a schools class, and this is Cheltenham, and this is preserved, but this is not linked to the NRM. Hornby haven't done that for some reason. But this is a schools class, old tooling in Cheltenham, which is 9 to 5. And then we have 2 terriers here, Hornby again. These are the old tooling from depot that Hornby bought, I believe. And these 2 are the same loco at different points in history. I think here we have its early livery, which is Whitechapel 605. And these are the Hornby Collectors Club, and then we have it later on, or preserved as it is now, Sutton. I think I got the wrong place where it's preserved. It says Spa Valley Railway here, but I think that's wrong. I think it's Kent Rail actually. Yeah, these were Collectors Club items, and I mainly wanted this one here for the simple fact I am a Goodnight Sweetheart fan, and Whitechapel is part of Goodnight Sweetheart. So next up we have this LSWR T9 or Greyhound, and this number is 120. This is a Hornby made. This is an NRM one as well of the T9 with the 8-wheel tender. Pretty nice. Moving along, we have this old girl here. She is Margate made from Hornby, and everyone knows it as the E2 or Thomas the Tank, obviously. This is in the pre-grouping livery. Very nice. Could do with a retool, I believe. Moving along again, we have another pre-grouping livery, and this is another NRM and another Hornby locomotive. This is M7 LSWR again. This is 245. This is a lovely loco, highly detailed. So yeah. Then another Hornby loco, we have the Black Motors or the Drummond 700 class LSW again. This is in the early one, where number is 30698. This is from Hatton's bargain page thing for £63. Steel, that was a steel. And then next up we have this Bachmann C class, which is in the South East and Chatham Railway livery, enhanced. This is, like I said, Bachmann. This isn't the one with the silver dome and a bit more of a enhanced detail, but still a nice loco. So yeah, that's some of them. So next up is this LSWR N15. This N15 here is weathered, custom weathered, and it is one of the Scotch Arthurs, and it is Sagemore, something like that. So if I pronounced it wrong, it's there. And how are you going to see that? It's gone out of focus. It's there anyway. I'll put it on the screen what it is. And this number is 771. This is a Hornby locomotive. Moving across, we have another Terrier. This is one of the newer tooling ones from Hornby. This is a London Brighton South Coast A1 or A1X, can't remember. This is Stepney, which is preserved at the Bluebell Railway. And the number is 655. Don't believe it's in this condition. I don't believe. So, is it Matt Wicks on his Bluebell channel, modify it into its preserved condition, I believe. This is in improved engine green. I think that's correct. Like I said, this is from Hornby. And moving along here, we have a Bachmann / Model Rail magazine exclusive, along with the J70. Was I forgot to mention. This is the S100, and this is Worth Valley. I think it's preserved one. I think it's Worth Valley. Very nice, very nice. These were brought over from the US during the war. Then next we have a Lord Nelson class, just a Lord Nelson class. And this is 30863. This is a Hornby one. Wasn't too keen on the Bachmann ones. I saw some bad stuff about them, so I wasn't too keen. And this is Lord Rodney, or as I like to call him, Lord Dave. So yeah. So next up we have this West Country class. This is Cloverley, and this is 34037. This is a Hornby one, and the tooling's from about 2000. It's pretty old, but it's the best in my opinion. Lovely runner. This was custom weathered, and I got this from my local model shop in Burton in the town centre. Yeah. Moving along, we have Bude, which is a West Country class again, Hornby again as well, and this is 3400, and this one is in the 1948 Loco Exchange Trials. It has the Southern lettering there, and then we move across, and it has British Railways, and it has a Stanier tender. Just for it look different compared to the others. I quite like it. Then next up we have my favouriteest of them all, Sir Winston Churchill, or Winston Churchill, if I be correct. This is not an NRM one. This was Tangier, and I got it changed at my local model shop, and this is 34051. I don't think NRM ever did a Winston Churchill Battle of Britain class loco. So next up we move on to some merchant navies again. This is a Hornby one, and this is 35010. This is Blue Star. I believe it's a preserved locomotive. I could be wrong, but I believe it's preserved. This is a rebuilt version. I said it's Hornby again. It's a pretty nice locomotive by Hornby. Well, next up we have this beauty. This is another merchant navy, and this is Royal Mail, and it's number 213C. This is the all new tooled one that Hornby released a few years ago. Very nice. It hasn't got these smoke deflectors there. It has got a separately applied badge there though. So yeah. Next along we have the Hornby Wainwright H class, number 308. This is in the South Eastern and Chatham Railway livery with the chrome or gold dome. Nice touch there from Hornby. These were a big seller at the time. A few had a few issues, mainly the motors. Mine was one of them. I had 4 motors in this. Yeah, it seems to be okay at the moment. So yeah, that is the end sort of my Southern collection. Starting off my LNER collection at this Great Eastern Railway Y14 class, or the LNER J15. This one is made by Hornby, and it's super detailed. Hornby do several variants of this, including in British Railway as well. And this one's in plain black. Every time I see this loco, it sort of reminds me of Heidi High, if you're old enough to know what that is. Moving along, we have this Bachmann loco, and this Bachmann loco is a Great Central Railway 11F, or an improved director class, or as the LNER we classified them as a D11, and this is Prince Albert. Just there. Highly detailed again, BR plain black. Lovely loco, runs really well. Moving across again, we have another black loco. Shame really. This is a Hornby one, and this is the Great Northern Railway J23, or the J50, the LNER J50. And this was designed by Sir Nigel Gresley. And yeah, I've been after one of these for a long time. I originally had the Lima one in its Great Northern Railway, but I sold it onto a mate. And this is the Hornby detailed one. Come out a few years ago. Pretty nice runner, a lot of detail. Make a great station pilot. Speaking of station pilots, we move on to this throwback loco. It's a throwback to the Triang company. The moulding hasn't changed, nothing's really changed on it apart from the motor inside. It has no cab detail, and this one is a North British Railway class J, a D class or J83 depending on your preference, and this is a railroad one, and it cost me £48 if that. Lovely runner, very nice, just lacks details. Would be nice if one day Hornby did a super detail one, but you never know. Moving across again, we have the N2, the Great Northern N2. I think this moulding stems back from Airfix. No cab details. It's got the motor in there. Condensing apparatus just there. Yeah, like I said, this is the Hornby one. I love my pre-grouping liveries. So that's the N2. I don't know if it was reclassified at all. I should really know that, being an LNER fan. And then we move on to this beauty. This is the Oxford Railway Great Eastern L77, or the LNER N7. And this is in its, I believe it's French grey wartime livery, with the nice shiny red rods, and this is highly detailed, and this loco was really cheap. It cost me less than £100. Oxford Rail, in my opinion, are a company to look out for in the future. So next up is this Hunslet Austerity Tank 060ST. So I tackle everything it stands for. This is a Longmoor Military Railway one, and this is by Hornby. This is not a named one, quite an old tooling. Detailed though, but very nice. And this is the, like I said, Longmoor Military Railway one. Yeah, it's a nice model. Next up we have, this is an old tooling one. This is a J13 or J52 Great Northern. This is Great Northern. And this is, I believe I've got the number correct, this is the National Railway Museum one, but not officially. It's got the same number there. This is old. The middle wheel hasn't really got any flange, and the old motor as well. Very nice model still, one as well. And there's a story behind that model. This one here is, this is the Hornby one again. All seems to be Hornby quite lately. And this is the Claude Hamilton class, the Great Eastern Railway. I think it's the H88 class, or the D16 Claude Hamilton class. And this is in another black livery, but lined with the lining, highly detailed. It's LNER again. Next up is another LNER, and this one here is an North British Railway C class, not to be mixed with the Southern C class. This is the LNER one, and this is a Scottish loco. I think North British is Scottish. Oh, it's a J36. Hornby released this recently. I think it was this year, 2019. I just wanted it for the tender, like the tender style. That's very nice. Lovely detail, highly recommendable. And this one here next is my Rapide or Rapido, Great Eastern C53 class, or the J70, or Toby, if you want to be pedantic. It's Toby in a North Eastern livery. Rapide do very nice models. So yeah, that's the J70. So next up on the list, as it is, this is the Great Eastern Railway S69, or the B12 by Hornby. I know B12, and this is from about 2000. It's not a modern one. It's got plastic wheels on the tender. It just uncouples. There's nothing new, but it was £30 and it runs like a dream. You can't really grumble at that. That's the B12. Next up we have a Brute, and I mean that in a good way. This is a railroad P2, LNER P2. Just look at the size of it, it's lovely. Nothing wrong with this, runs wonderful. I am waiting for Hornby, if they ever do, or another manufacturer do the Bugatti nose one, basically like the A4s. That would be a thing to see. And this is Cock of the North, and this was the railroad range one. The only issue with me is the plastic around there, but if it saves money, I'm not too fussed. That was the P2 Cock of the North. And next up we have introduction to the class. I don't really need one. Some great locos here. We have an A4, and this is Seagull. As you can tell down here, it's an old one. This was made in Margate in 84, 86, I believe. It's a tender driven one. It's got all the glazing, and the cab detail is there. If you can just see that, it's painted in gold just there in the corner. This cost me £40. And this is Seagull, tender driven, like I said, no issues. And as you can see there, poking its nose through, we have the Mallard from about 2010. And I Hornby have redone the touring since then about 3 or 4 times. This is Mallard before she set the record, because there's no crest in the centre or plaque. This is super detail in every way. The only bits I don't like about this one is the overhang. It looks nasty, and they've gone for a backman style tender. The end wheels don't move by themselves. It's an issue. And I got this from a shop in Banbury, a model shop in Banbury, which is now shut, sadly. I went there for a day and I bought this and 1 or 2 other locos. So that's the 2 A4s I have in my collection. So next up are my A1s and A3s. And this one, in the experimental blue in BR, is number 60052, and it's in its 49 to 52 condition. And this is Prince Palisade, I think it is, something like that. If I get the name wrong, this is an old, really old one. In the tender, motors in tender. Still was nice. The next up we have obviously another one, and this is number 60051, and this one is Blink Bonnie. All the A4s were named after racehorses, I understand. And this one is in Brunswick Green, 52 condition, 1952 condition, until the end of its days. Lovely motor. This is a Chinese made one, and the next one is a Chinese made one as well. Motor's still in the tender, and the same with this one. I think this one was from a pack, but this one has the Great Northern tender, and it's number 60106. And this one is Flying Fox. Hornby really do make a great A1 or A3. And this is Brunswick Green again, a 52 condition, 1952 condition here. And then one of my all-time favourite ones here, I think this is an A1. And this is Great Northern. Chinese, super detail, and it's my only A1/3 with the motor in the loco. And this is 1470 in its 1923 condition. So a year into its career. This is a really nice one. I got this one from a local model shop near me called the Tutbridgini. So yeah, that's the Great Northern. So yeah, next up on the line of locos we have this Great Central Railway 8K Robinson, or the LNER 04, I believe it is, and this is 63598, and the BR weathered with a stunning cab. Backman do make a great locomotive, if I'm honest, especially freight. They're quite good at doing freight. Moving along to something a little bit newer in the LNER, and this is the Thompson L1, and this is a tank engine, obviously. It's a 264, and this is 9001. In the apple green, this is Hornby, quite a nice one by Hornby. Thompson made a quite nice loco there. And then we have the world famous Flying Scotsman, just there. Oh, just there. This is technically the railroad one, but it's not because I got it from the train set. And this is in its 1920s disguise, I believe, of it, and it's tender driven one. Smooth runner, very nice. I think it's China made, I believe. Then we move on to an ugly duckling, as it was. This is the Raven Q6 by Hornby again. Pretty nice. There's one down North Yorkshire Moors, I believe. This is the Raven Q6. Then the last one for this list, we have it is a Thompson 01 by Hornby, and this is an LNER black. It's 3755. For being a bit Anorakish or history-ish, this actually started off as the first one down here, which is the 04 or the 8K. But Thompson rebuilt it into his one, and this is his version. And this one again is Hornby as well. Here's the last 4, I believe, for the LNER tidal locos. Here we have an NRM Great Northern C1 number 251, and this is the large boiler version. This is by Bachmann. This is the NRM one, pretty nice. Moving on to another NRM one here. We have number 1 Sterling single in the Great Northern livery. This is done by Rapida Trains. They make amazing British locos. Pretty don't make much of them, but they make quite a lot, and they're very fetch a lot of money afterwards. Let's put it that way. But what I paid for this is worth it. Moving along, we have, I believe, is a Peppercorn A2, and this is Tudor Minstrel. I think that's how you say it. Tudor Minstrel, something like that. This is number 60528 in the BR green, Brunswick green, with the lettering on the tender. It's not Brunswick, it's Apple, sorry. Another Apple green loco is the Peppercorn A1 Tornado. This is a Hornby Railroad. Very much the same as the Bachmann A2, but this is Hornby Railroad, no issues with that. So yeah, that's my LNER collection as it is so far.